Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Oh, it's the sound. Yeah, sounds pretty good. I think I maybe turn myself up a little tad. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2, test, test. Bye-bye. Alright, perfect. Okay, here we are, back in a vampire story. Here we are back in a vampire story. We have just stolen a bone from Shannon, and now I think we need... what is it? We need, I think, an Eye of Newt and Gargoyle's Breath, so let's go hit it. So I saw a couple things that apparently if you right click when it shows the red arrow, you don't have to go through the entire animation, which wish I would have known. Oh, look at how much better this is. Amazing. I feel like an idiot now. Let's see here. So, we don't actually have any real newt, but we got this here drawn.
Hey, Fodrick, do you think this drawing of a newt will work for the Eye of Newt?
Give it a shot, and let's hope that supernatural science is not as literal as real science.
That is a pretty nasty butter knife right there. Okay. Now, Gargoyle Breath. Come on.
I would like to talk to that, but it lacks brains, lungs, and interesting thoughts to share.
Taunt said...
So much for calm, cool, and collected. I'd say he lost his head.
Rufus, do I need to clip my nose hair?
Lonely now that...
Yes, torment him. Okay.
Breathe into this bottle.
Why should I?
Because we need your breath for something.
Clever.
Well, then I will never breathe into that.
Great. Good going. You ever heard of tricking people into doing things they otherwise wouldn't do?
I'm sorry. I thought it was best to go with a direct approach.
Which do you like better? The direct approach or getting the hell out of here, eh?
I see your point. Mad.
Okay, let's try talking to him. Oh, come on.
I would like to talk to that, but it lacks brains, lungs, and
Alright, clothespin him.
This will get him to open his mouth eventually.
Hold your breath all you want, blockhead. You have to breathe eventually.
It will never work, plebeians. I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll just see about that.
Well, he's a gargoyle, so he probably wouldn't have to breathe at all. But whatever, I won't argue with video game logic. Oh, you gotta time it.
Dang, I just missed.
Okay.
Yes!
Perfect.
There! I got it! Thank you, Rufus. Your services will no longer be needed.
You are most decidedly not welcome.
Can I grab the clothespin?
Down, Rufus, down! If I get anywhere near him, I think he'll bite my hand off.
Can I do anything with the clothespin? I cannot. But yes, I did, peruse a walkthrough. Don't want to waste much time here. We are going to need his head. We are basically going to torment this poor gargoyle. Just kick him onto it. That's good enough. Okay. Let's go. Okay, how do we have to mix all this stuff? I have newt.
Well done!
Okay, we got the bone.
These two items won't combine together.
Do we need to crush it?
Good!
Oh no, the grinder. Here we go.
Oh, that sound is hideous!
Look on the bright side, Mona. At least she's already dead.
This will be useful. I'll take it.
Yeah, good thing they're not making us pixel hunt for that little gob of dust. Alright.
Excellent! We've got our potion of golem creation ready for spraying. Now all we need is a stone body.
Like this one.
It's some sort of fake man thing. I don't know what it is, but it looks like maybe it was made out of clay.
Poor fellow. He really lost his head. I think he's a magically created golem. Somebody made him and sent him here for a reason.
Okay. Go do the thing.
It might not be a perfect fit, but it's the only head we've got.
How perfectly dreadful. This body has no sense of fashion.
Stop whining! One more word out of you and you'll be spending the next 20 years of your miserable existence in the bottom of that privy at the closest Spanish restaurant I can find. It's some sort of fake...
Poor fellow.
Okay.
Excuse me, by any chance, do you know how to ride a horse and...
Okay, so it doesn't even register that we have the head on there. Okay.
Let's see if this will work.
It better after all the crap we went through.
Ooh, pretty.
Yeah, but I hate purple. I'm more partial to pink.
Oh, this is just great. Now I'm fat.
Yippee! It worked! Go forth to the boathouse. There you will see the ghost of Shroudy holding the oars for the last boat. I want you to get those oars from Shroudy using any means necessary.
Well, apparently I have to do whatever you say, so all right. I work for a witch, now I'm taking orders from a bee.
I heard that.
You were supposed to.
Hey, what the roof is what?
Look, just give me the oars.
What?
Violence.
Fortunately, I like violence.
Sis, boom, bop. Rufus Gollum, rah, rah, rah. Go, Rufus!
Another boat! He got the boat.
You can keep the oars now for all the good they will do you.
Okay, well, at least pick up the oars. Can we pick up the oars? We cannot pick up the oars.
We got rid of Shroudy, but he sank the boat. We needed to escape.
Are there any other boats in the castle?
Not that I know of. Time for some new ideas. Just when I thought it would be safe for us to get back on the water.
We're gonna need another boat.
I don't need to touch it. I know what water feels like. I don't want to fly into that.
Okay. Let's throw the coffin. Bam. I think they would have an easier time carrying it as in a human form. There we go.
There! That should do the trick. Maybe not as nice as a boat, but at least it floats.
Grab those oars, Mona. It's time for the maiden voyage of the SS Dirtnap.
Inky, get out of the way! It's Shroudy's pet lake monster, Inky. The poor thing is apparently so stupid that he willingly follows Shroudy's orders even after Shroudy's death. We need to try and find something we can use to drive him away. Physical violence is never the answer.
Sure it is, especially if the question is what do pacifist wimp tree huggers never want you to use to solve your problems? Then, violence is definitely the answer.
That won't accomplish anything, I'm afraid. Sorry. I can't fly over running water.
Yeah. Vampire stuff. He didn't like perfume before.
These two items won't combine together.
Oh, is it already refilled? Okay.
I know. I will squirt this in his eyes to temporarily blind him.
Go ahead, Mona. Make his day. Keep going, Mona. I think you got him on the ropes.
I can't seem to hit him. He moves way too fast now.
Okay. Bam. We'll be back for you. She's just gonna grab it with her bare hands. Yep. Oh, I suppose she's a vampire. Anyway. Got something that. Let her do something.
Good.
Okay. Try this again. Now he's shivering. Oh, it's spritz him.
Drink? After he swallowed that ice, he thickened up. It was easy to spray him this time.
Are you sure we need to bring all this stuff?
Of course, you idiot! We must be fully prepared! I am an expert on the Nosferatu! And one thing I know for sure is that the undead don't just sail up to you and present themselves.
Hello over there. Do you know a good place to land our pleasure cruiser?
I don't know! Try over there around that point!
Oh, okay. Thank you. Toodaloo.
Right, whatever. What was I saying?
The undead don't just sail up to you?
Right. They cherish their lairs immensely and never willingly give them up. One thing I know for sure, this brood of the Barons, this Mona, will be there waiting for us, getting ready to fiercely defend her crypt with every ounce of undead energy she possesses. She will never willingly leave that castle.
We made it, Frodrik!
Who would have thought that crossing a simple lake would be such a pain in the ass?
Well, off to Paris.
Wait. What are you gonna do? Walk there?
I was thinking a train.
A train. Even if we could catch a train, there's the small problem of you only being able to travel at night.
That would have to be an extremely fast train to make it to the next major city.
Child of the night.
Come to think of it, if a
Why
train
are you
left
not walking
Transylvania and
towards
traveled
me?
north,
Aren't you listening? Do not make me count to 3.
Carry
1,
7 allow for a
2,
2% drop in velocity, increased friction,
3.
and an expanded
Expanded drag
mistress.
coefficient, adjust for
I'll
gravity.
come to you.
Then, of course,
at higher
Yeah,
altitude.
finally.
Mona! Wake up! Mona!
Come, child, come inside where it is warm and safe. I have been waiting for you.
Oui, mistress.
I didn't
Oh, I see. You want your fortune told. Good idea. And see if you can find out what's gonna happen on next week's episode of Bats of Our Lives.
Well, hello, my dearest Mona de Lafitte. Come in and sit down. We meet at last.
Sorry to bother you, madame. I don't know, but I had the weirdest feeling that came over me. It compelled me to seek you out for some mysterious reason.
Yes, you learned that I have that effect on people. But goodness gracious, I am being rude. I know all about you, but you don't know me at all. Forgive me. I am called the Great Madame Strigoi, knower of all things better left unknown.
Why have you summoned me here?
I know your plight, and I know how best to prepare you for your journey home.
Really? You know how to get me back to Paris?
Okay, listen very carefully, for I'm only going to say this as many times as you ask me to. First, you need your coffin to sleep in. Do you have it here?
No. And what do you mean I need a coffin to sleep in? I thought Shroudy was being, well, Just being weird. Making me sleep in there when I had a perfectly good bed up in my boudoir. Besides, no self-respecting opera star would sleep in a coffin. It's absurd.
Well, this opera star is going to have to. Now wake up, girl. You need a coffin to sleep in every night or you will die. You will die. Capiche?
Well, I suppose I do. But I'm not happy about it.
Being a vampire isn't about being happy. Listen, child, in life stuff just happens that we don't always like. We just have to get over it and move on as best we can. Besides, living the unlife of a vampire can be very rewarding and just as fulfilling as real life. Trust me, child, I know. You are strong, I have seen it. You'll be just fine, and I'll guide you all the way. Now, where is your coffin?
At the lakeshore where we left it.
Uh-oh, better go get it now. Constable Otto just passed here a few minutes ago on his nightly patrol. I think he said something about investigating a scream and looking out for two strangers reported skulking hereabouts. Hurry and go get it, and bring it back. ASAP!
Hello.
Interesting.
What is this? Coffee and donuts.
It's a box of donuts and a strange metal bottle with what smells like coffee.
Yep, everything a horizontally growing constable needs.
I don't want those. They look all eaten up anyway.
Even the bear claw. Dang.
No thanks. I am closely watching my figure, along with every other guy in town.
Okay, let's chat with this dude.
Hello, sir? May I talk to you for a moment?
Yes, but only for a few minutes. I am Constable Otto Van Pelt, and I'm in middle of serious investigation. Some very strange things have been happening around here lately.
Can you tell me about those weird events happening lately?
Yes. I got report from cottages nearby of two men who have been skulking around shoreline and along the road. Then we heard reports from all over of horrible screams that echo throughout the valley. So, I was assigned to investigate, and about 100 yards down the shore, I found, well, what appeared to be Baron Shroudy von Kiefer's clothing. And it smelled awful. Noxious vapors were emanating from the clothes. It was quite a sight. And last night I discovered the coffin sitting on the shore with two oars in it. It is mighty strange. You'll have to pardon me, ma'am. I best be getting back to my investigation. I haven't much time before Luke Crane gets wind of it and muscles the case out from under me. He's always trying to be in the spotlight.
What are you doing with that boat?
Looking for clues. By the dirt residue I found in the coffin, it looks as though someone kept putting dirt in it, and then someone else kept dumping it out. Also, by impressions left behind, it looks like someone, a woman, judging by the shape of the imprint, slept here every night and had a bat for a companion.
How do you know that?
By the smell. Bats have a distinctive odor that is hard to wash out.
Tell me about it.
Yes. Bats are popular pets in Draxylvania for some reason, though I personally think they're bad luck.
Why's that?
Because anyone who adopts one seems to come down with spontaneous anemia right away. Plus, bats are not loyal pets. As soon as their owners die of this anemia, they fly away and find another family. But in Draxylvania, you get used to these things.
What else can you deduce from looking at the coffin?
Well, the woman who slept here wore black and purple, judging from the fibers I found, and had black hair. And the coffin owner's name was written on a tag on the inside of the lid, a Mona de Lafitte. Sounds like a French name. I think popular in the south of France, near Calais. Where are you from, may I ask?
Calais? That's not in the south.
Shh, idiot.
Oh, right.
Where?
Belgium.
Where?
Belgium.
Quebec.
Well, which is it, Quebec or Belgium?
Belgium, Quebec. A small colony of Belgium. Ians, just east of Montreal.
And I didn't get your name.
Vona fade the feet.
Donna lay my feet.
No, I mean come again.
Fona may.
Whitney, Whitney, Dark Lake. My name is Whitney Dark Lake of the, Belgium, Quebec Dark Lakes. Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Well, if you see any tall French women about with a bat as pet, let me know so I can ask her a few questions, okay?
He's gotta be putting us on.
Shh! Yes, Constable, I certainly will. Can you tell me about the nearest towns?
Well, there is Vlad's Landing down the road behind you, and beyond that near the border is the quaint village of Gothard Falls. Up the river are the towns of Ravenhaven, Howling Oaks, Batsburg, and the new retirement community of Scarlet Meadows.
Tell me about Vlad's Landing.
Yes, it's a hilly town located just down the road there, and serves as a hub of commerce for Lake Varg. The Draxylvania Tourist Board, a powerful entity in these parts, almost got Burgermeister to change the town name.
To what?
Super Happy Funville. The board thought it might increase tourism. I like the runner-up name myself.
Let me guess. Autotopia?
No, but I like that. No, the runner-up name was Don't Swim in the Water the Lake Monster Will Get You, Ville. In the end, all parties agreed to leave as is. It was for the best.
Tell me about Garford Falls.
It's just the cutest little town, built on a bridge overlooking the falls. Quite spectacular. But the local baron appointed the most corrupt skirt chaser as Burgermeister, Wilhelm Vinten. Ugh. They say he has charisma and can make deals better than anyone. Villagers seem to like him, but no woman is free from his tentacles for long. I sure hope the recall campaign succeeds.
If he is a good leader, why do you hate him so much? Oh my! I think I asked the wrong thing. Are you okay?
No, he's fine. It was a long time ago. High school. And I had...
No!
Stop him.
That's okay.
This crush on any time at all. She had beautiful braids and long blonde hair. She smelled so good.
Oh, Lord. So we have to go now and,
And then he came along with his sweet-talking ways and mesmerizing stares.
Do something!
Oh my! I feel faint. Yeah, that's it. I'm passing out. I'm going to be sick.
Not far from the truth.
Really? Do you need a doctor?
No. Suddenly I feel a lot better. Tell me about the retirement community of Scarlet Meadows.
Oh, that is a strange place. It used to be the castle of Maud the Impaler, but then the Ghoulish Society took it over, renovated it, and opened it up as a retirement community for Draxylvania nobility, huh? They have golf course, geyser-heated pools, and everything. Thing is, they only like to golf at night, and the retirees really don't look that old. But I hear the place is very, very nice, and the healthcare is great. No one gets sick.
Can you tell me about the graveyard down the road?
The Draxylvania graveyard and picnic grounds? Another bright idea by the tourist board. They thought by throwing in some tables, swings, and grills, tourists would flock there by the droves to eat corn on the cob while sitting on top of great-grandmother.
And they didn't?
Actually, they did, but only at night for some reason. Moonlight picnics are all the rage this year.
Have you seen two men rowing out on the lake?
I think I saw some men in a boat not too long ago fighting with the lake monster. I thought I saw them throw vials of water at it that caused the monster to sink. Then they rowed up to the Baron's castle. Must be guests. When the Baroness was alive, they had guests all the time. Never saw any of them leave, though. Oh well.
Who do you suppose those two men were?
Well, a woodsman who reported seeing them said they were acting funny, like they were up to something. And they had lots of strange sorts of equipment, each with a symbol of an eye in the middle of a pentagram. I think they might have been meteorologists or lawyers.
I'm out of questions for now.
Okay,
Definitely sounds
back
like
to my
lawyers.
investigation.
Okay. Can we touch
I
him?
don't want to touch that.
Okay, can we steal the coffin or something?
It's my coffin. I used it to cross a lake. Hello, oddly shaped portable bed.
Coffin. It's called a coffin.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
I mean, really, who the heck says tomato?
I can't get my coffin with the constable there. It's a sign.
No shinola, Sherlock. What does it say for our listening audience?
I don't like to read.
Read. Yeah, I remember. Okay. It says, to the Draxylvania picnic grounds and graveyard south 2 miles, 1 mile north to Vlad's Landing, 5 miles north to the Lake Vogue Dam and Waterworks, and 7 miles north to Dread Rock Gorge and Gothford Falls. Speed kills, no dumping and no parking from here to the Dead Tree from noon till 6 p.m. Violators will be booted at owner's expense, the VPD.
No, he looks like he'd be kind of boring to talk to.
Yeah, he has a stiff demeanor.
Instead of carrying the sign around to help me get to where I need to go, maybe I should just read it and remember what it said.
Okay, let's try going over here.
I went back to get it, but we were too late. Constable Otto was there.
I guess it's time that you had this. Vampires for Dummkopf. It has everything a budding vampire like you needs. Read it and learn it all. It tells everything you need to know about your new vampire powers, as well as your many vampire restrictions. It has rules, flowcharts, pie recipes, and good advice for vampires of all types.
Thank you, Madame Sturgoy.
Back to being a vampire. With some time in practice, you'll slowly gain new vampire powers, especially now that Shroudy is no longer your master. You don't have to read it cover to cover, but you may want to use it from time to time if you two encounter difficulties during your journey. As a member of the undead, you are required to return to your grave every night
My grave. But seriously, I know, off on a side, I'm really not dead.
No, Mona. It says right here, when bitten and drained by a vampire, then fed some of the vampire's own blood, the victim becomes technically and legally dead in most countries, except Nevada, where death can be annulled within 24 hours.
Grave dirt. Fine, I'll get right on it.
It is not your grave per se, but you have to sleep in a coffin filled with dirt from your grave every day. That is how it works. You did bring that grave dirt with you when you escaped the castle, right?
Not exactly. I, sort of dumped it out.
I'm afraid you're going to have to go back to the castle and retrieve it.
Back to the
castle?
Shush now! Something's coming in! Oh, great spirit of the ball, show me Sector 12!
Madame Sturgoy, who are they?
Vampire hunters, Monsieur Calvin and Belcou, his apprentice. Why on earth did sign send them instead of Abraham? Ugh, God only knows. Oh, well, they are vampire hunters from a religious brotherhood. You can thank them for staking Baron Shroudy von Kiefer to death back by the lake. They want to stake you, too. They will not likely rest until your undead heart stops beating in your undead chest, after which time you will be 100% dead. Look, if you do not find more grave dirt before sunrise, you will not be able to return to your coffin, and I already explained how important that is. Try the Draxylvania Cemetery and Picnic Grounds for a start. It's just down the road past the lakeshore. You can't miss it.
What you're saying is that if we're ever going to make it to Paris, before we can leave, we must get Mona's coffin, then replenish our supply of Mona's grave dirt, and we're done?
Once you have the grave dirt and your coffin, you will need a wagon to carry it all and a horse to pull it. I think you can borrow the wagon from the cemetery caretaker, and I just so happen to have a line on a horse for sale in the local town of Vlad's Landing, just up the road from here. I grabbed this flyer while I was there. I don't have any extra money, so you'll have to work something out with the owners.
steal, borrow wagon from the caretaker, work something out with the owner of the horse, get coffin and grave dirt, check.
Luckily for you, I know some Turkish smugglers in Puerto Varda. They owe me a few favors from back in the old days. I got them to agree to take you on their ship, the Demeanor, a large tramp freighter bound for France. They are scheduled to leave the docks just before dawn. They will not wait for you, so you must find everything you need as quickly as possible.
Grave dirt, coffin, horse, and wagon. Got it. Nothing else, right?
Well, come to think of it, you should really get an insane daytime guardian before you travel long distances, just to be safe.
What?
Not another thing to get. This is too much. And why exactly does he have to be insane?
Yeah, at best it sounds a little unwise to travel with nutcases, especially over long distances.
Come on, think about it, you two. All vampires must find a mortal living human to guard over them during the day in case the righteous brothers or their brethren discover your coffin and decide to stake you in your pajamas. An insane guardian simply works the best. For one thing, they are more easily controlled. 2, they get less grossed out by the sight of blood and corpses. And 3, I forget 3. Just trust me. They are essential to have for any sun-fearing vampire. But forget it. Never mind, we are short on time. You can worry about the insane daytime guardians when you get to Paris.
Let's go already. We have a long night and a lot to do.
Thank you so much for your help.
My pleasure, child. I will do whatever I can to help you along your perilous journey.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright, let's look that up. Alright, can't use it on her.
What an odd-looking symbol. I wonder what it means.
Probably nothing. Or maybe it's just the primary symbol of an all-powerful secret society that controls world affairs. It could go either way.
What a frightening symbol. It must be used by satanic cults.
Or geeky game companies.
What
Okay,
an
I need to
odd-looking
put
symbol.
each of these.
I wonder what it means.
Probably nothing. Or maybe it's just the primary symbol of an all-powerful secret society that controls world affairs. It could go either way.
It's a rather strange symbol. It looks like the letter C.
Sweetness. That's a very strange and unusual symbol. Hey, isn't that Jack Frost?
I don't think so. I think he looks different.
No, that's definitely him. You obviously don't know Jack. Frost.
Apparently, it's a magical tiki monster-faced bulletin board.
What the hell is that?
I have no idea. I'm just reading the description. It's an even shrunkener head since the other one.
I'm not sure shrunkener is a word.
It looks like a head, only smaller.
Whoever he was, I bet he had to custom order his hats.
It's a rather amazing symbol. Just looking at it makes me think of humor, creativity, and a passion for adventure.
Games?
Fodrick, we don't have time to play games right now. Maybe once we are on the ship. It appears to be a rubber chicken with a pulley.
It's actually real.
It's a real rubber chicken?
No, it's a real chicken.
A real chicken? Made of rubber?
No, it's a real chicken. No rubber.
What is it for?
To eat!
You eat rubber chickens?
No, it's... Child, speak no more to me for at least 10 seconds. Can you do that for me?
Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful hourglass. It's an incense burner. From the smell of the wagon, Madame Stragoy's been using it a lot.
Trust me when I tell you it's better than the alternative. I had Constable Otto in here earlier, and the cabbage she had for dinner was playing havoc with his system.
It's a monkey's paw. For some cultures, it's a talisman of good luck.
Unless, of course, you happen to be a monkey.
Aren't those things supposed to give you 3 wishes?
Yes, but even though there's an entire hand there, according to legend, if you make a wish, the paw usually gives you the finger.
Madame Stragoy, may we have your paw up there?
No, I need it. It's a charm that protects me and my wagon.
From who?
Extremely hairy men. I really, really hate back hair.
Apparently.
It's a primitive cultural mask. And when I say primitive, I mean just as valid as any other culture on God's green earth. I have no need to conceal myself. Besides, anyone wearing a mask nowadays is obviously a robber. It's a large ball made of crystal.
Otherwise known as a crystal ball. Witches use them to see other places and times. Isn't that right, Madame Stragoy? Have you seen anything good lately?
Not really. During the summer, I mostly get reruns. My dear, I would prefer it if you didn't play with my ball.
May I try speaking through your crystal ball?
No, it is very tricky and gets spooked easily by strangers peering into it.
I would imagine that it takes a long time to learn how to use a crystal ball.
It depends. You can wait to have the knowledge passed down from your ancestors, or you can come to one of my Crystal Balls Made Easy seminars. I host them in Vlad's Landing the last Thursday of every month. With my 5-step program, you'll be talking to dead ancestors and seeing the future in just 3 days. If you're interested, you better act now because space is limited.
It's a hanging brass Saturn, my favorite planet.
I better not talk about my favorite planet, but I'm pretty sure everyone knows which one it is. Rhymes with Uranus.
No, I better not. I've never seen mobiles so perfectly still.
I put a still spell on them so they don't move. The noise was driving me crazy.
Hi, Saturn. Who are you named after?
I think he was named after the Michigan god of low-quality horseless carriages.
I'm not a satellite. It's a gold icon hanging from the roof. Gold icon? Every time I look at you, it reminds me of something. Something very popular, addicting, and,
$10 a month? You know, I get that feeling too.
Oh, it's an exclamation point because she's a quest giver. I get it.
I think Madame Stragoy would place a curse on me if I took that.
Yes, child. A real nasty one, too.
I can't fly into that.
Alright, let's see here.
Don't fly around my stuff, please. It is very rare and delicate.
But how did you...
No, because I, Madame Stragoy, know all.
Thus, the name knower of all things.
Alright, let's see here.
It's a bottle of ink. It's a very dark color.
Careful, Mona. You don't want to spill any of that on you. You'd end up with a big black stain.
On my big black cape?
Good point. Go crazy, you reckless nut, you. Spill away.
I have a feeling this might come in handy. Madame Stragoy, may I have this bottle of ink over here?
Yes, child. Knock yourself out.
Okay. Progress.
That won't accomplish anything, I'm afraid. Sorry. The bulletin board has a wide variety of semi-magical knickknacks stuck to it.
Okay, let's take off. What other directions?
Madame Strigoi said to get my coffin now, so I better not wander off and explore.
Yeah, you better not go back to her empty-handed, or she'll give you more hours of mind-numbing exposition.
Quiet, Fodrick! She is a nice, wise, elderly lady trying to help us out. Show some respect. Besides, I think she can hear you.
I can, so watch your mouth, rodent.
Oh, cripes!
On toast.
Let's try talking to him again.
Hello, sir? May I talk to you for a moment?
Anything? Nothing.
I'm out of questions for now.
Okay, back to my investigation.
These two items won't combine together. It's the horse flyer. It says horse for sale. Good condition, no mileage, 200 crowns or best offer. See Gina Martinelli, 24700 McBean Parkway, Vlad's Landing.
Okay. Fun and easy way.
Stop. Am I really a vampire? Be sure before you bite. Section 1, Chapter 1. Domicile Defenses. Section 1, Chapter 2. Back in Black and Never Go Back. Apparently I'm only a novice vampire. I better just read Section 1. I'll read the other sections when I become more experienced. No need. I'm already holding it.
Okay. That's how you change pages.
Frodrick, would you mind reading this for me? My crow's feet are sore.
Sore my ear. All right, fine. In a nutshell, it says you can't enter homes without being invited in first. You also can't enter if they have holy symbols, garlic, red or white roses, or hawthorn branches on the entrance.
Frodrick, would you do the honors?
It says, in a nutshell, that vampires wear black cloth because it protects them from holy magic, such as holy water, crosses, and the sun.
Frodrick, do you mind reading this for me?
It says, in a nutshell, that you can bite people on the neck and drain their blood till they pass out, but you should do it when no one will see you.
My eyes hurt. Will you read that fully for me?
My mouth hurts. Oh, fine. It says Biting and Sucking 101. Yeah, funny title, and I've heard all the jokes. But without biting and sucking, you'll shrivel up and die in about a week. And that is no joke, my friends. But long before that, you'll turn into a raving, bloodthirsty maniac who will grab and drain anything in sight. It is important to feed on a regular basis so that this bloodlust never gets out of control. To bite and suck is very simple. First, find the victim. Make sure the victim is alone and near a dark area where no one can see. Pull the victim's head back and sink your fangs into the jugular vein. Suck and enjoy. Sucking a gushing jugular vein is one of the best and most simple pleasures a vampire can experience. Take your time and enjoy your undead desire for blood. Your dark gift makes this the ultimate in undead experiences. If you want to make a vampire brood out of your victim, drain them close to death. Make them drink your blood for a few minutes and let the dark gift take its course. In a few days, they will dig themselves up and come to you. More on that in Chapter 3. If you don't want to kill your victim, then drain them halfway. Most will pass out and not remember the experience, thinking it was a dream. A few will know exactly what is going on, but won't be able to stop you. Just ignore them, unless their name is Van Helsing. Then be sure to drain him all the way. That guy is a jerk. So good luck and enjoy your new power to bite and suck.
Ooh, what's this?
Have you been in Draxylvania for more than one day?
Regrettably, yes.
Have you craved blood even once?
I like my steak rare. I'm French.
Are you a child of the night?
An opera starlet is never seen by day.
Do you wear a ribbon around your neck to hide 2 fang-shaped wounds?
It's the latest fashion in Paris.
You passed the test! Mona, you are definitely a vampire.
I passed! I did it! Oh, wait! I am not a vampire! They're so stupid, just like you!
Okay. How do we get out of here? There we go. Don't mind me. Sneaky, sneaky. All right.
It's a sleeping constable.
Your first victim.
Victim? I didn't attack him. I just borrowed some thing from him that made him sleep deeply for a while. Maybe we should hide the body.
Nah, people will just think he's sleeping off a sugar crash from all the donuts he ate.
Now that you mention it, his blood did taste really sweet. Otto, are you okay?
Oh.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. It's my coffin. I used it to cross the lake. Yes, well, now that the constable is, resting quietly, I'll take my coffin back to Madame Strigoi camp.
Oh, I haven't been outside.
It's a 3-legged sitting device, used to hold up people's backsides.
Somewhere, somebody is playing the piano standing up.
That appears to be some of Madame Stragoy's personal effects.
Looks like junk to me.
You see junk, but I see potential bat beaters.
I think she's starting to like me.
Oh, yeah, I sense it. Hello, little odds and ends. What keeps you hanging out here on such a cold and snowy night?
I'm pretty sure it's those ropes.
That's too much stuff to carry around. Besides, I'm not sure I need it all. It looks like a pentagram. The sign of evil magic, sorcery, demonology, and heavy metal.
Jun, 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 jun.
Starlight, star bright, first pentagram I see tonight. No, I can't really pick that up. It says, Madame Strigoi, knower of all things unknown, astrology, palm reading, fortune-telling, and lotto numbers. So why do you just hang around all the time?
Yeah, sign. You should get off your hinges once in a while and live a little. Plus, you're starting to get a little round in the middle.
Why would I want to vandalize Madame Sturgoy's placard?
Why wouldn't you? That woman is a screechy old hag.
Touch that sign back and I'll replace it with you!
Gulp.
When are you going to learn? I don't like to touch other people's stool. It's a very hot pot of, I assume, stew of some kind?
Like my mama always said, as long as you add enough spices, you can't taste the horse meat. Mmm.
Too hot! Okay, it wouldn't hurt me, but really, what am I gonna do with that? So I'll just leave it alone. Hello, Mr. Kettle. I am going to call you Carrie Kettle, the loneliest kettle of all, who yearns to be a real live wash tub until one enchanted night the utensil fairy floats down from the blue comet and gives him 3 wishes and...
Oh, God! Would you just shut up?
My, you do get a bit grumpy, don't you? Hi there, Carrie Kettle. Grumpy gargoyle.
Who was that?
I'm no scientist, but it appears to be some sort of chemical reaction used to transform organic matter into heat and light.
And to roast marshmallows.
For some reason, I can never warm my hands. They're always cold. Odd.
Okay, so this way leads back to the lake, I take it? Yep. And this way leads further up the road.
It appears to be a well. Hey! Anybody down there?
If there were, they've probably lost the ability to respond.
I don't drink water. It's a barrel.
I wonder what it's full of.
Rainwater. Why? What do you think it's full of?
If I had to guess, I'd say rainwater. But it's what's under the rainwater that interests me most. Maybe inside that barrel is the decaying body of Mr. Martinelli's business partner. After a heated argument one night, Mr. Martinelli killed his business partner, chopped his body into tiny little pieces, and sealed it inside the barrel. Afraid that dragging the barrel away might arouse suspicion, Mr. Martinelli decided to hide it in plain sight. But now, every time he walks past it, he thinks he hears the muffled screams of his business partner saying, "Why? Why? Why?"
Oh, Frederick, what did I tell you before? Reading too many books is going to rot your brain. I'm cold and clammy enough as it is. No need to make my hand even colder. It's a wheel. I wonder what it's for. What a beautiful window. Look how the red is juxtaposed with the green.
It looks like a cross between Christmas and a Munich beer hall.
You're always so negative, Frederick.
Who's being negative? Both are festive occasions that involve heavy drinking. You can't go wrong with that.
It's a window that's been broken from the inside. Based on the spiderweb effect created as the window was breached, the object in question was metallic, approximately 4 inches long, with a total weight not exceeding 27.5 grams. I would estimate the object in question flew no more than 23 meters. That's adjusting for a moderate wind, of course.
Wow, Mona. You're either a great detective or had a distinguished career as a cat burglar before you moved on to opera.
Which tells me someone threw something from the inside and probably landed in the well.
It appears to be the locked door to this house.
I'm sure we're probably going to fly in there in a minute.
Ugh! Ugh, it's garlic! Ugh, it smells so bad I can't get close to it. There's no way I'll be able to approach the door while it's still hanging there.
Is this the garlic?
Ugh, it's garlic! Ugh, it's
Okay, maybe send the bat on it.
The strings holding it to the door are too strong. I can't pull it free.
Do I still have that knife? No. Oh, shoot. Oh, stop moving. Can we bat mode in there?
I'm not sure I would fit, and the glass would cut me to shreds. It's the sign for the shop. Draxylvania's House of Spatulas. All your spatula needs under one roof. You know what they say. Good fences make good neighbors.
Glad we don't live next to her, then. That thing's barely standing. She must be a very bad neighbor.
It's some sort of frozen statue depicting a humanoid figure.
It's actually called a snowman.
Oh, really? And how do you know he's a man?
Because he's got snow, but I'm not gonna say it. Probably kids around.
It's the entrance to the stable.
Maybe we can sneak in.
Let's see what's in here, shall we? Track bits. What is that?
Oh, track bits? That was one of my favorite breakfast cereals, along with Captain Creeps and Frosted Corn Steaks. They're great!
NCC 1701? That doesn't make any sense.
It would if you were socially awkward, lived in your mother's basement, and wore fake pointy ears.
What? NCC... Okay. Maybe some Vampire the Masquerade thing.
I don't appreciate that name. I think this world needs to offer more support to those individuals such as myself who are plasma challenged.
Plasma challenged?
Hemoglobin deficient?
Keep trying. I'm sure you'll come up with something.
How vulgar.
This was probably made by some little goth kid who got kicked out of his local angst club for wearing too much eye makeup.
It says Op Oz Tive.
I think it says O positive.
Why would it say that? In case of a carriage accident? AME forever. Sounds like somebody's a little full of themselves. It's a horseshoe. I bet that's somebody's lucky charm.
Lucky charm, huh? I prefer green clovers, pink hearts, or blue diamonds.
Weird. That's a number for our rehearsal room at the Pelly Institute of the Operatic Arts.
The plate is French, too. On the bottom, it says Par Arts, quality since 1870.
I think that's a reference to some classroom at a CalArts, I think. They slipped that number into a lot of
would you look
Pixar
at that?
movies.
It's the 1890 Girls of Draxylvania Slap-on Tools calendar. Look, this one is showing both of her calves.
You man and your obsession with tools. Looks like a feed bag for the horse. I hope it comes with the horse. I don't want to pick that up. That is not going to happen.
What is with its leg?
It's a horse.
Of course.
Oh, the poor creature. It looks like he's broken his leg.
I'd say it's more likely he's broken the law.
What do you mean?
They put
That's a
boot
Draxylvanian
on.
boot on his hoof. Either his owner is using it as an anti-theft device, or the Draxylvanian Police Department put it on because he has too many unpaid parking tickets.
What did he say?
Something along the lines of, "Get this thing off my hoof right now."
I'm strong, but there is no way I can get it off his leg without hurting the poor thing.
Yeah, we need a horse that has all four legs.
So, Mr. Horse, do you know how I can get that boot thingy off of you?
I speak a little horse. Let me have a shot. Yo!
Well, what did he say?
He said to tell you, if he knew how to get this damn thing off, he would have done it already. Duh. He suggests we go to the lady next door and ask her about buying him.
Oh, is that all?
No, he also said his real name is Il Cavallo Senza Valore. No matter what that horrid woman renamed him. And he would really appreciate it if we would use that name if we buy him.
It's a deal if we get him. Oh my! What is that I see on the horizon? It appears to be the towers of a mystical city whose magical energy provides its immortal inhabitants with nearly limitless powers, untold riches, and unbridled happiness.
Hey, that sounds like someplace we should visit.
Maybe later. The window looks out onto a lumpy, muddy yard.
Jeez, at least I hope that's mud.
Hello? Is anybody in there? Nope. No one in there. It must be safe to open.
Apparently, you have never heard of the stable shed slasher massacre of 1865.
No. But I'm sure I'm going to hear about it in a second.
Well, not if you're gonna have that attitude. Forget it. Go ahead and open it up yourself. I dare you.
I want to take a peek in here. Just as I thought. A storage shed. That saddle blanket could be useful, but I don't want to carry it around, so I'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
I don't want to pick that up. No.
Okay, well. See what else is around here. Dress shop, because dress shops would be open at all hours of the night.
It's a window looking into the dress shop. There's some lady racing around like crazy.
Yeah, she looks pretty busy for someone whose shop is supposed to be closed.
There's all kinds of things in there. Some fancy-looking dresses, several bolts of cloth, and a fat guy who looks really unhappy.
Maybe his corset is riding up on him and he stopped by to have it adjusted.
It's a cross. I can barely stand to look at it. It hurts me.
You're not going to be able to get near that door until we find some way to deal with that cross. Maybe you should look in that Vampyre for Dummkopf book that Madame Strigoi gave you.
It's a sign for the dress shop.
Actually, Mona, it's a dress shoppy.
That is stupidity.
Maybe send you to...
I can't use Frodrick with that. I can't use Frodrick with that.
Ah, shoot. I wanted to bring up the inventory.
The Vampires for Dummkopf book won't do anything with that. I can't get close to the door with that cross hanging there.
Oh, chimney.
It's the chimney to the dress shop. I can see smoke pouring out of the top of 2 smokestacks up there.
Those chimneys look pretty small. Santa Claus is going to need to go on a diet before he'll be able to squeeze down those.
Let's take a look up there, Frederick. Maybe there's a way in.
I'm game.
It's a slightly taller chimney than the other one. That might be a good conversation if that talked back. Too bad. There are 2 smokestacks on the chimney with smoke pouring out of them. That smoke smells pretty good. Whoever's home is cooking something.
I wonder if they're making flapjacks. I could go for a serious plate of flapjacks.
It's way too hot and smoky to fly down there. I can't fly into a chimney when the fire is going. I don't talk to things like that.
Okay, I guess we can't really do anything here.
It's an oily vat filled with cooking grease. It's covered with old wine jugs and cooking oil cans. It looks like a window to the kitchen of a busy restaurant. The people all seem to be watching something blue with moving images on it.
Yeah, bars and restaurants are now renting crystal balls from gypsies so their customers can eat and watch the game.
Excuse me, chef. Did you train in Paris? Then why are you boiling strips of leather? Oh my! I'd rather keep it open and look in. It reminds me of a Paris cafe.
Yeah, except with a lot more vodka, goulash, and anemics than in Paris.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting conversation, but it'll be a conversation we have next time, so that's going to be it for tonight. This could get saucy. Woman of low moral fiber. There we go. Okay. Till next time, later.